April 10, 1912. The RMS Titanic began her very first voyage. She was the largest and most luxurious passenger ship in the world. Many people believe she was one of the safest ships ever built. Passengers were excited to cross the Atlantic, never imagining what would happen just a few days later. What started as a dream journey would soon become one of the greatest disasters in history. Life on the Titanic was unlike anything people had ever seen. First-class passengers enjoyed beautiful rooms, grand staircases, and delicious meals. Second- and third-class passengers had simpler cabins, but many were excited to start a new life in America. Everything seemed calm. No one knew that danger was already waiting ahead. As the Titanic sailed west, other ships began sending warning messages. They had spotted large fields of sea ice and dangerous icebergs. The warnings reached the Titanic, but the ship kept moving at almost full speed. No one believed disaster was only hours away. The ocean looked calm. Too calm. April 14, 1912, 11:40 p.m. The night was dark. The sea was calm. High above the deck, two lookouts searched the horizon. Then, one of them saw something.
Iceberg! Right ahead!
There were only seconds to react. The giant wall of ice grew larger every second. Closer, closer, until there was nowhere left to turn. The officers turned the ship as quickly as they could. For a moment, it looked like they might avoid the iceberg. But then, the iceberg brushed along the side of the Titanic. It wasn't a huge crash. Many passengers barely noticed anything. But below the water, the damage had already been done. The Titanic was built with 16 watertight compartments. The designers believed the ship could stay afloat even if 4 compartments flooded. But the iceberg damaged 6. Water spilled from one compartment into the next. Slowly, the front of the ship began to sink. The crew now realized the Titanic could not be saved. Thomas Andrews did the math. His conclusion was heartbreaking. The Titanic had less than 3 hours left. The order was given.
Prepare the lifeboats!
One by one, the last lifeboats disappeared into the darkness. The bow sank deeper beneath the freezing Atlantic. Then, the enormous weight became too much. The ship broke into 2 pieces. Minutes later, the Titanic disappeared beneath the ocean forever. More than 1,500 people lost their lives that night. It remains one of history's greatest maritime disasters. The Titanic was built to be one of the safest ships in the world, but one tragic night changed history forever. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the past. See you in the next episode of What the Why.